Welcome back to NJ.com. Matt Stanmeyer here once again with Sean Riley, our high school softball expert from the Star Ledger. The state tournament is finally here. Let's hope the rain holds off briefly so we can get some games in for once. And speaking of the rain, we're going to start off from 2 weeks ago to last week. There were 87 games from top 20 teams 2 weeks ago, and last week there were only 41. Rain just decimated the schedule. Now, Sean, how does this affect our teams heading into the postseason? Because some probably like the rest to heal, and some probably don't like it, right?
Yeah, by now everyone wants to play. Last week, I think the rest was well timed for a lot of people, but now, they want to get out and play, and get the thing going with.
Right, and softball is a game where you can play so many games in a day, it doesn't really matter as much. So yes, let Mother Nature do her job. Now moving on to Section 1, Group 3. This is a really interesting section, probably the toughest one in the state tournament. It's just loaded from top to bottom with good teams. You have 3 teams that are ranked right now in Sparta, Paramus, and West Milford, but at one point or another, probably half the teams in the field were ranked, and you got Jefferson at number 10. I mean, that's a pesky team.
No one wants to play Jefferson. They're the team that beat Morris Knolls early in the year when they were number 1 in the state as the number 16 seed in the Morris County tournament. And then last week they went up and beat Indian Hills in a game that they picked up last week, 9-5, and that was a big win for Jefferson last week. So Indian Hills was the Group 2 state champion last year, who they're up in Group 3 this year, and that definitely opened up some eyebrows in Bergen County because they're really not familiar with Jefferson up there, but they are now.
Now I'll put you on the spot. Is there a favorite? I mean, who would you take there?
Oh, the team I kind of like the way they're playing this year is West Milford. It's been a while since they've been to a state final, and they're still waiting for that first championship, and this could be the year.
Right. West Milford's the 2 seed there, and Paramus is the top seed. Moving on to Central Jersey Group 4, this is another really interesting section. A lot of talented teams there. You got East Brunswick, you got Hillsborough, but then you throw in a lot of teams from the shore, so we got a mixture, like teams from all over the state here. What do you think of this section?
And yeah, the shore teams, you got teams like Rancocas Valley, too, from Burlington County in there, and the Mercer County team. So it's really interesting to see how they all fit together. It's hard to say who's going to come out there. The team I like this year, the way they've been playing all year, is East Brunswick. Mm-hmm. So let's see what happens in the sectional now.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Some contrasting styles going up against each other. And then moving along, we have some defending champions that are in the field this year. We have Middletown South. They're going for their 3rd straight title.
Never been done before.
Never been done before. Morris Knolls, who at one point was very hot, high in the rankings, and New Egypt, a Group 1 school who started the season ranked number 1 in our poll. Out of these 3 teams, do all 3, do you think, are the favorites to reclaim a crown?
It's going to be tough for all 3. Middletown South, they've had some injury problems during the year. They never really quite gotten together this year, especially since they had so many people coming back. But they still have a chance to right the ship in the tournament, and they're fully capable of doing it. But it's going to be difficult. Morris Knolls, they've had some injury problems. I mean, and going back to last year too, their last 4 wins in the state tournament by a 1-run margin. So
right.
they did really good last year, but they also had some luck on their side. It's going to be tough for them this year, especially lately their leadoff batter, Elaine Hua, she's got a toe injury, so she hasn't been playing, so they need her back in the lineup. And they need Caitlin O'Connor to be pitching at 100%, which I'm not sure has been the case. She's been kind of sore lately, but she had a good weekend, so we'll see what happens there.
Well, it should be very interesting. State tournament will be in full gear Tuesday, big slate of games. Thursday, another big slate of games. Make sure you're checking in at NJ.com, our high school softball blog. Sean will be all over it, and also pick up the Star Ledger for all the recaps and results. We'll see you next time.